You know what that means? It means we're cutting a giant hole in the camper roof.
Well, there's no going back now.
Here you have our double insulated pipe.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna have a fire tonight?
Adding some silicone all along this bottom.
And
She's going, my back is nice and hot right now.
Welcome back, Runaway fam, and today is finally the day that we've finished installing our tiny wood stove in our camper. There is still a lot to do left in this project, including cutting a giant hole in the roof of this camper, which is not something that is ever fun to do in a camper. But we are so unbelievably grateful that we got to partner with Tiny Wood Stoves for this project and follow their guidelines and have their support and help. Thank you, Tiny Wood Stoves, for hopefully keeping us warm this winter.
All right, the hole saw is out. You know what that means? It means we're cutting a giant hole in the camper roof. So I have the wood stove aligned where it's supposed to be. It's 6 inches total off the back wall, which is 5 inches from our air-cooled back plate. And those are the specs of where this is supposed to sit. And we even have an actual heat shield on the outside of this too that Tiny Wood Stove sent us that actually decreases your clearance even more than what we have this set at. So we're pretty excited to have all that, but now that this is positioned where it's supposed to be, we need to get the chimney through the roof. First thing that I'm going to do is make sure that this is going directly straight up, just real quick check with a level, and then I'm going to do a trick that I actually saw on their website of using a flashlight. I'll just show you in a minute, but let's check the level on this. All right, so now that the stove is sitting where it's supposed to, and we know that this is going straight up, we're actually going to be able to just use a bright flashlight, turn it on, stick it up here, and it's going to show us where the hole needs to be. Now the hole that we're cutting is actually going to be quite a bit bigger than what we're passing through, so you do have a little play with this, but this just makes it a lot quicker to get to that point. So we're fighting this support beam right here, which is actually why we needed to make the base that the stove is sitting on wider so that we could shift it further to the left. So there's this weird little metal pin that I went on the roof. There's nothing coming through here. Even when I push it, there's not, like, I have no idea what it's there for. It appears to be exactly center to where I want to drill the hole. So I'll actually go off just to the side. But again, I'm going to go just to the left of that so that we know we're going to clear this beam with everything in there.
So lucky for us, this isn't the first hole that we have drilled in camper roofs. We have done Jolene's roof, we did our bus's roof, and a couple different holes. So that like initial fear of like, oh my God, drilling a hole in a camper roof makes you feel sick. At least some of that is gone. We've definitely done it before. But it's always still a nerve-wracking experience because it's just like you spend so much time making sure it doesn't leak and then you drill a huge hole in.
So I made a different decision rather than using the hole.
You made a different decision? Yeah.
You questioned it and I made the decision. So rather than drilling the hole saw from inside and having all this nasty dust and I think fiberglass insulation come down on me, I'm going to just use a smaller drill bit, drill straight up through so that I can see where the hole needs to be from the roof, but then come in from the roof down. Yeah, was that all of it? Because I never felt me going through the metal.
Through the metal.
Yeah.
It's one of those project days that you don't know if that are going to go so smooth, you're done by midday, you'll just be enjoying the fire by the end of the night, or if it's going to be a multi-day project because something went wrong, something went unexpected. I am putting the energy out in the world that it's going to go really, really easy because we've done a lot of research. We didn't just like kind of jump in and get done it. We've done a lot of research and really planned out how this project should go. So fingers crossed that our research and our extra effort to make it more smooth actually goes as planned.
Yep, we got a hole.
All right.
Holy.
Huh. Oh.
We got a hole. Ready for a 5-inch hole in the roof, honey?
No.
Oh boy. Hello.
Hello.
Hi there.
The first hole.
Yep.
Oh, there's no going back now.
Hand me the camera. Send them through the hole. There you guys are. That's the hole. All right, so now I know that this hole isn't fully big enough. I'm gonna have to use my jigsaw to make it the full size that we need, but that got us close. So let's go down, measure it out, and grab the jigsaw.
That is a big hole. We don't love it. But we are looking out. I don't know if you guys can see. It's actually a beautiful day out. And it's been very, very cold and very rainy recently. So we are looking out on this day that while we're doing this, it's warm and we're able to kind of open the windows and stuff.
Yep. That is theoretically exactly what we want. All right, so here you have our double insulated pipe that our 4-inch black pipe's going to transition into on the inside of the camper, and then this will go through the ceiling. And then this is the bracket that will actually be holding that and that will mount down, give it all support. Originally, I thought we might come from the inside and then drill into the ceiling, but I just didn't like how it seemed like that was going to work out. So I did an adjustment, and I'm actually going to go mount this part on the roof itself. To accommodate that, I just angle grinded these brackets a little bit shorter so that they would still fit in this boot. So this boot is going to slide over everything to form the seal for the roof. So I just had to make sure that these brackets weren't going to stick out of that boot. I'm going to piece things together with this. I don't know if you can see because it's a pretty smooth transition, but this bracket mounts that step down piece in, so that's clamping it all down together. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and put this mounting bracket right here. So when the mounting bracket sits there, everything from below that will drop down into the camper itself, and then we'll drive the screws into the roof.
You guys have probably already seen Mr. Stetson right here is in a cone and what we like to call his neck pillow. Buddy, stay. He is in this because he's officially gotten neutered. We are 5 days post-op, so this video has been a little bit difficult to record because we're watching him and making sure that he is good. Last time we had a dog that was neutered was Bubba's. That was a really long time ago, and Atali was much younger than Stetson was when he got neutered. Keeping a dog like Stetson down, relax, and to not want to chase and to not want to go into the brush of our woods and all of that good stuff has been extremely difficult. Walking him on a leash when he's used to just having like free range to kind of do whatever he wants here on the ranch, he has not been enjoying it, and we've had to keep him inside a lot when he spends most of his days outside. So it has been an experience. I'm definitely ready for him to be totally healed and back to normal. Everything looks good and he's doing all right. It's just a high energy, high drive dog like him, making him be really relaxed and chill is not in his DNA. That's not what he wants to do. Keeping this dog under wraps is basically our whole existence right now. update on how the stove is going. It is actually going pretty smooth. A little bit longer, even though we've planned out a bunch to like totally figure out as we go, but we are getting there. Matt just screwed in the support beams on the roof. He's actually climbing on the roof right now. You can hear it. And then we're gonna put the heat shield on. The heat shield actually goes on the flue, and what it does is it protects the surfaces around it, so making sure that nothing gets too hot. So it'll go on this flue right here. I hope I'm saying that all right. It'll go on this flue right here. Matt's got an angle grinder to the right size. Then we're gonna pop it on, and we're getting there, step by step. Right, Stetsy Poo? Right, Mom? He's a little sleepy now. We went outside and we did some training to get at least his brain going, even though he can't do a ton of physical activity. So we did a ton of training to get his brain going, and I think it worked. He actually looks pretty relaxed now. It is getting a little dark. We're coming down to the last couple hours of daylight, maybe last hour of daylight. And this is where we're at.
Our chimney's up. I got everything buckled down. Here you see the hole, you see the mounting brackets, they're all screwed in. So that's all anchored down, and then we have our boot that I've already slid over. So that boot just goes down. I won't be sealing it tonight. We're not supposed to get rain today or tomorrow, but I'm trying to just keep moving along with this project. But ultimately what I'll be doing is just adding some silicone all along this bottom, bringing it down, driving a couple screws through there, and then doing the edge with lap sealant, and that'll keep it watertight. And then that's a chimney.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna have a fire tonight? Do you think we're gonna do it?
We might.
We might have a fire tonight.
I think like it's getting dark so early, so like it's actually still reasonably early.
Yeah, it's like 4:30. There it is.
There it is.
Wish that I could stay. Wish for this moment to never go away. But it's all in my mind, and though I know that there is nothing to find, you're a beautiful sight in the summer night. And you can't put up a fight in the misty light. See how you've grown while you roam in the streets all alone. All you can see, thinking about what your life came to be. You're a beautiful sight in the summer night. And you can't put up.
Well, there you have it.
The stove is installed, and
She's going. My back is nice and hot right now.
it feels toasty in here, which is awesome because it's cold outside.
It is cold outside. This is Thanksgiving week, so one thing that we are absolutely thankful for is after such a long project, we finally got her done. And if y'all have been around long enough to see our video last year around this time, we like to just take a couple minutes to talk about and reflect on things that we're thankful for. Going up first.
This year, like many years in our life, can be definitely chaotic, but I'm extremely thankful for my husband who continues to work really, really hard to make whatever dream make whatever dream I come up with a possibility, and always look out for me in whatever way I need him to at the time.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that. We didn't like rehearse any of this. We were just kind of spitballing things that come to mind.
I love you.
Love you too, honey.
I'm thankful
Thank
for
you.
you. How about you, baby?
Something that I have, and there's like two sides to it of good and bad, but ultimately I think it's led to good, and that's the growth that we've had this year. We've shared a little bit here and there of the struggles that we've had over the past year. Obviously, we share a lot of the good. But we share a little bit less of the struggles, although it does make it into our content from time to time. But there's been a lot of lessons learned and
Yes.
growth that we've had from both the wins and the losses this past year. But I think we both have very different perspectives and thoughts than we did coming into here about close to a year and a half ago. So wherever those thoughts and perspectives take us in the future, who knows? But I'm thankful for them.
And as always, guys, we are very, very thankful for you supporting us over these last, I don't know how long we've been on YouTube, for a while.
Probably 4 years?
4 years.
4 years on YouTube, I think.
And just the amount of people who are here to support us, and no matter what journey we take, and no matter what we do, and it just feels very, very special that we have this community here to share what we do in our lives and our feelings with you guys.
Yeah, something that's cool that's come from YouTube that I never expected. I knew on our Instagram platform when we first started traveling that we were going to make friends through Instagram. But something that has come through YouTube that I really didn't expect was feeling like we have relationships and friendships through YouTube. And something that we know we don't always do the best job of is responding to comments. It just can be a lot with everything we have going on.
Know that it's not you. It's
exactly.
us.
But what I'm saying from that is actually there's some people that comment religiously on our content that we don't always get back to, but that support and those comments that we get from those people that are in my mind feels like a relationship. It feels
know
like
that
a
we're
friendship.
reading them and it feels real. It feels raw and real.
So thankful to all of you for that, because that was something unexpected that we really, really do appreciate now.
And with that, we hope that everyone has a beautiful Thanksgiving with their family and their friends.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I hope your bellies get super full this holiday and that your families are just safe and together and in good health through this holiday season.
We love you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.